There is a weapon being used right now that is changing the game. It's not famous, it's not in movies, but for the soldiers who carry it, it means everything. Let's talk about the Israeli Arad rifle. This is a story about fixing real problems. Imagine you are a soldier. Your life depends on your gear. It has to work in sand, in mud, in the tight streets of a city. It cannot fail. For years, many Israeli soldiers used the Tavor rifle. It's a good, compact gun, but war changed. Soldiers now fight alongside allies from other countries. They use special sights, lights, and lasers. Everything needs to connect easily. The old way wasn't always the best fit for this new team-based fighting, so Israel made a new choice. They didn't want a weird, complicated new gun. They wanted something familiar but better. They built the Arad. From the outside, it looks like rifles you've seen before. That's on purpose. A soldier should pick it up and already know how to use it. No confusing new buttons. The time for learning is short. The time for fighting is now. This is the key. The Arad is built to connect. It connects to NATO standard magazines that allies use. It connects to every modern sight and accessory. It connects soldiers from different countries into one team. The goal was simple: make a tool that fits perfectly into today's way of war, without any hassle. But the real magic is inside the machine. Most rifles have a dirty secret. When you fire, super hot gas and carbon blow back into the working parts. This gunk builds up. In a desert, sand mixes with it. In a city, dust mixes with it. Eventually, the rifle can jam. In a firefight, a jam can cost a life. The Arad fixes this. It uses a clever system called a short-stroke piston. Here's what that means in simple terms. It keeps the hot, dirty gas away from the heart of the rifle. It pushes a small piston, like a little hammer, that cycles the action. The dirt stays mostly in the front. The inside stays cleaner and cooler. Why does this matter so much? Think about the places Israel fights. The Negev desert, the dusty streets of Gaza, the rocky hills of the West Bank. Sand is everywhere. A rifle that can eat sand and keep firing is not a luxury, it is a necessity. The Arad system means soldiers can fight longer, through more sand and dirt, before they even think about cleaning it. That is a huge advantage. When you are in a long battle, this cleaner system unlocks another huge advantage: the silencer. We have to talk about silencers. In movies, they make a gun whisper. In real life, that's not quite true. A silencer, or suppressor, mainly does two vital things. First, it reduces the giant blinding flash from the muzzle. At night, that flash is like a lighthouse telling the enemy exactly where you are. Second, it cuts the deafening bang down to a loud crack. This is not just for stealth. Imagine clearing a house or a tunnel. The sound of an unsilenced rifle in a small room is painful. It stuns your own team. You can't hear orders, you can't communicate. It's disorienting. With a good suppressor, the team can stay focused, talk to each other, and move quickly. The Arad is built to work perfectly with a suppressor. Its gas system can be adjusted. A soldier can turn a small setting to make sure the rifle cycles smoothly, with the extra back pressure a suppressor creates. Other rifles can become unreliable or beat themselves to pieces with a suppressor on. The Arad is tuned for it. This shows deep understanding of modern close-quarters combat, where fighting happens inside, room by room. Now, let's talk about the bullet it fires. The Arad started with the standard 5.56mm NATO round. This is the same bullet used by the United States and many other allies. That choice makes logistics easy. Ammo is everywhere. But then, Israel added an option: the 300 blackout caliber. This is a big signal. The 300 blackout is a favorite of Special Forces units worldwide, especially for secretive missions. Why? It works incredibly well from a short barrel with a silencer. You can use a heavy, slow, subsonic bullet that stays quiet with a suppressor. Or you can use a faster bullet for more power. You can switch between them without changing much on the gun. By offering this, Israel is quietly saying the Arad is ready for the most sensitive, close-range missions that their top-tier units undertake. It's a nod to the future of special operations. So, who is actually carrying this rifle? The Israeli military doesn't give out a public list, but in photos and videos from recent operations, if you know where to look, you can see it. It's in the hands of certain special forces units, the ones who test new gear in real combat. These are the soldiers who need every possible edge. Their quiet adoption of the ARAD is the strongest review it could get. If it works for them, in the most dangerous situations, it works. This appeal is now going global. Countries in Europe, Asia, and South America are paying attention. Why would a foreign army choose the ARAD? The reasons are practical, not patriotic. First, it's familiar. Soldiers trained on American M4S or similar rifles can use it immediately. Second, it's reliable in harsh conditions. Many countries have deserts, jungles, or cold mountains. They need a tough gun. Third, it doesn't break their bank or their supply chain. They can use common magazines and common ammo. It's a smart, low-risk upgrade for an army. The testing this rifle goes through is brutal. Before it ever reaches a soldier, it is tortured. They bury it in sand and then fire it. They dunk it in muddy water and then fire it. They freeze it, bake it in the sun, and drop it on concrete. They fire thousands of rounds through it without cleaning. The goal is not to make a pretty showpiece. The goal is to create a tool that will absolutely, without question, function when a soldier pulls the trigger. Every single time. This brutal testing reflects the brutal reality of the battlefield. Some people will want to compare it to other famous rifles. Is it better than an American M4? Is it better than a German HK416 or a Belgian SCAR? That's the wrong question. The ARAD isn't about being the best in a magazine review. It's about being the most suitable. It offers the reliability of those top-tier guns, with easier maintenance and likely at a better price. It represents a modern philosophy. Evolution, not revolution. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just make a much, much better wheel. In the end, the story of the ARAD is not about fancy technology or dramatic announcements. It's about a simple, powerful idea born from experience. The idea is this: a soldier's primary weapon should be an extension of his will. It should not be a question mark, it should not be a source of doubt, it should be the one piece of gear he never has to worry about. This rifle was shaped by the land of Israel itself, by its deserts, its cities, its borders. It was shaped by decades of hard-won combat knowledge. It was shaped by the need to fight alongside friends from other nations. It is a tool of practicality, designed by people who understand that in a real fight, complexity is the enemy, and reliability is the only true advantage. The ARAD may never be a Hollywood star, but in the hands of a soldier who needs it, its value is beyond measure. It is the quiet, confident answer to the chaos of war. It is the result of listening to the soldier on the ground and building exactly what he asks for, something that just works. If this look into how real military tools are born from real needs was interesting to you, please let me know. Your support helps this channel, Winds of Thought, bring you more clear and honest stories about the world. So please, like this video and follow along for more. Thank you for watching.